Hello, thank you for watching my presentation. I'm Liang Yingqi from National University of Singapore. Today, I would like to share our recent work on techno-economic-environmental analysis of electric vehicle charging facility deployment in Singapore. This paper is authored by me, Campbell Sennert, Yuan Hao Kenny Cork, Yuan Kelly Chang, Yao Rong Li, Qing Li, and Qian. The increasing adoption of electric vehicles necessitated the deployment of more and more EV charging stations. This paper performed a techno-economic analysis of EV charging station deployment in Singapore and develops a novel deployment strategy. In this analysis, a demographic study is provided for estimating the EV penetration rate. The EV charger type is selected, and the charging demand is conducted. The quantitative 10-year three-phase deployment strategy is then proposed. The cost estimation, benefits, and challenges of the strategies are elaborated. The proposed analysis and strategy are demonstrated by a case study of the public housing car parks in Queenstown, Singapore. The results indicate that the proposed strategies can tolerate the differences between the estimated EV penetration rates and the actual values, which has good flexibility to adjust deployment plans with updated information. The increasing adoption of EVs is a good alternative to conventional ICE vehicles. It has brought various environmental benefits, such as the fossil fuel consumption reduction. The Singapore government has devised Singapore Green Plan 2013. It states that one key target is to have a cleaner energy vehicles as a part of the Energy Reset initiative. As a clean and cost-effective transport, EV is promising to replace the ICE vehicles in Singapore. And it has been estimated that the government will have 8 EV-ready towns with chargers at all public housing car parks by 2025. Considering the benefits of EVs and the policy support in Singapore, it is vital to perform a techno-economic analysis and developing strategies to deploy EV charging stations, in particular in the public housing car parks under HDB. However, this topic has not been well studied in the literature. Therefore, in this paper, we perform a techno-economic analysis of EV charging station deployment in Singapore, and then developed a novel deployment strategies. The contribution is twofold. Firstly, we perform the techno-economic analysis. A demographic study is provided as a basis to estimate the EV penetration rate. The EV charger type is next selected. Then, the charging demand analysis is done with reference to the demographic of Queenstown residents. The second contribution is the deployment strategy. A quantitative 10-year three-phase deployment strategy is proposed. The strategies can tolerate the differences between the estimated EV penetration rates and the actual values, which has good flexibility to adjust deployment plans with updated information. The demographic analysis is performed in Queenstown. The result shows that there will be greater demand for parking spaces in Queenstown HDBs. From Table 1, the buses and MRT and private cars are the main modes of transportation for the employed Queenstown residents. Many residents are working adults at relatively high income levels. This indicates that there is a high potential for Queenstown residents to own a car. The acceptance of EVs is also increased through the government support in recent years. The EV number in Queenstown is estimated to be 88 in 2021. According to the policies and the Sustainable Development Goals, the number of EVs will continuously grow rapidly. In Singapore, there are three main types of the charging systems, and the first two is adopted as the national public charging standards. It is estimated that a typical EV needs to be charged for around 10.8 minutes per day on average. Table 3 lists the minimum number of EV chargers that are required for the given EV charging demand in the estate. We propose a novel deployment strategies for EV charging station deployment in Singapore. It has three phases. In phase 1, 2 indoor EV chargers will be installed for each multi-story car park, whereas 1 outdoor EV chargers with proper IP ratings will be installed in each open space car park. In phase 2, the strategy is to install 1 EV charger for each multi-story car park and on average to install 0.5 EV chargers for each open space car park. While in the final phase 3, the strategy is to install all 1 EV charger for half of the multi-story and open space car parks in Queenstown. The two tables shows the cost estimation results of the proposed strategies. The details of the cost estimation is shown in the paper. We provide the numerical sensitivity analysis results to validate the proposed strategies. As this strategy is based on the estimated EV penetration rate, the rate can be affected by many factors such as the fast development of battery technology, which enables EVs to last for a longer distance and thus encourage the more use of EVs. And the second factor is that the increase in fuel price, which discourage the use of ICE vehicles. And the third is the government subsidy and incentives, etc. Hence, the results for sensitivity analysis are given in this table. They reflect the changes of the minimum number of the required EV chargers in the percent of an EV penetration rate that differs from 20% of the estimated value. It is found that the impact in the first 5 years is not significant, yet that from 2026 onwards is only slightly more significant. Deploying EV charging stations is indeed an important issue in smart grids. In this paper, we provide a techno-economic analysis of EV charging deployment in Singapore and develop a novel deployment strategies. In the analysis, we performed a demographic study and select EV charger type and conduct charging demand analysis. On this basis, a quantitative 10-year 3-phase deployment strategies is proposed. The result shows that the proposed strategies can tolerate the difference between the estimated EV penetration rates and the actual values, which thus has great flexibility to adjust deployment plans with updated information on EVs. That's my presentation. Thank you for watching. See you.